Hey everybody, and for today's progressive programming workout, we're going to jump into our primary strength, which was last month's secondary strength, the deadlift. Now, in today's session, or just an overcap of what we're looking for in our strength progression in general, last month we were working more of a traditional deadlift where we're looking for kind of a cycled, maybe not traditional, but more of a cycled touch and go deadlift. So spending a little bit more time and attention, multiple reps linked together. Now, in today and throughout this month, we are going to continue to follow the theme of intensity over volume. So we are going to be dropping down our higher set rep range, and at the same time, also focus on resetting every rep from the bottom. So sometimes in the right position, if we are linking deadlifts, touch and go reps, it's easier because we get to use that stretch reflex at the bottom. In today's session and throughout this month, what we want to do is kind of practice and rehearse that setup position from the ground. So the initial pull is always a little bit harder in a large set. So let's try to make every rep hard by resetting and reorganizing at the bottom of it. So we pull the first rep, bring it back down, reset, reorganize, take the slack and tension, add them back again. So in today's session, we're going to go ahead and drop our percentage back down. And we're going to go into 5 sets of 3, working all 5 sets, all 5 working sets within that 80 to 83%. Now, again, this is looking to maintain no touch and go. So we are having to bring the bar back to the ground, reset, and reorganize. Now, you can drop it from the top, but also working the negative and working that descent to bring the bar back to the starting position, there is a benefit of that eccentric loading. So if we can hang on to the bar with good mechanics on the way down without letting it go around our knees, great. Hang on to the bar, drop instead of dropping it, reset, reorganize at the bottom. So then that way, when you go into the next reset, reorganize, we're going to feel a little bit more fatigue in our legs. It's going to feel a little more special. Now, once we have finished off those 5 sets of 3 between the 80-83%, we are then going to jump into a 7-minute AMRAP. This is going to consist of a 200-meter run and then 12 dumbbell hang power snatch. So alternating dumbbell hang snatch. Now, what we're looking at in this is you have 7 minutes, run hard, come back in, pick up your dumbbell, and then keep that weight in between the legs. So treat it as almost as if we were doing a single arm kettlebell swing. Just keep the weight close and receive it locked out versus just trying to find yourself muscling out and pressing, which is fine as long as we can maintain a good position and reach that full extension at the top before we drop the weight to the next rep. Now, as far as how you transition, you can come back to the shoulder and then switch hands, or we can bring it back to the hang and then switch hands. Just find yourself into a rhythm that's going to allow you to cycle these quickly versus just letting yourself having to drop it, reset, stand up, and then reorganize into that hang snatch. So try to keep the dumbbell above the knees. Now, this is a 7-minute AMRAP with a 200-meter run in there. So what we want to make sure is that we are keeping track of our run itself, and keep in mind every 50 meters counts as a rep. So for example, 200 meters, you finish that run, you come back in, time's up, that's 4 reps. Or in other words, 50 meters for 1 rep. So if you made it all the way out to the 100 and you didn't make it back in time, making it to that 100 is considered to be 2 reps when you add it all up for the total rounds and reps in today's workout. That's it for today. Have fun.